What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Manchester United Football Manager 2022 series. So, continuing off the last episode now, we've entered October and we have gone on, to get some pretty good results overall. Tottenham 5-1, but everything's not perfect. We lost against West Ham 1-0. Jared Bowen got a penalty. In a game where we rotated a little bit, we left Mbappe out, so, Greenwood gets a start and bringing Rashford back into the team. So it's interesting how we will be looking now. Rashford gave him a few games, so he's basically fit again. And of course, one of the better players in the team, let alone in attack. We did have more chances for the game, but we just couldn't take our chances, disappointingly. Then we managed to turn that around in the next couple games. Like, you're seeing this correct. We scored 8 against Ajax. Maybe could have rested more, but, made sure of it. Then we did the same against Southampton when we probably weren't as strong as usual, but still, this is where we went with this plan. Starting Mbappe and having Ronaldo on the bench. Sancho as well coming on, but look, Van der Beek playing with Pogba. Telles starting his game, and we're still relatively strong because we've got superstars out there. And that was 37 shots in total. And this is not like a cup game against, that's a Premier League. It's a Premier League game against Southampton, who admittedly are doing poor. They've got, pretty average side, we would have to say. If you take a look at their squad, like their current abilities, obviously that's compared to our own players, but we're just incredibly strong for them, especially in attack. And I did touch on sometimes episodes we may not have the most tricky games. It depends how the scheduling is. But this will be an episode we do in October to round up the month. So that's pretty good timing. But just to show you again, Bruno's at the top. 14 goals, 13 assists. You would say he's not this level. He's not 14 goals come October. But we just seem to be getting goals out of him. So, that's the way it is. So, add opposition instructions against West Brom. You'll see what we do here, because if we just go back to it right now, the EFL Cup, it's against West Brom. How's West Brom doing? They're 16th in the championship. So, we're not playing youth players, but just rotating the team a little bit. But then Everton in the Premier League, away from home. They're mid-table, so you just never know what can happen with Jordan Pickford in goals as well. But you can see we've used a rotated team. Generally players that don't start too many games. Hannibal is going to be playing in attacking midfield. Get him a start here, and that's what we love. The good thing about showing these games, sometimes not every game on camera is important. Sometimes it's an easier win, but it's that kind of situation where you can see some guys, whether it be younger players or guys that are not necessarily first team. It's a solid mix of that. But obviously there'll be some names like Cavani, Sancho, Greenwood, we see a bit more. So let's get into the game. I think we go point finger. Media's given credit. Is that, I think that's coming off like the last couple games, I think. Like last Football Manager games, that generally, I remember using that like a lot last year. So let's see how we do today. Can we generate? See Bailey there, just a little bit. That's what I've noticed. If there's some improvements in the gameplay, it's a little touches, little dribbles. Ooh, is that a goal? I think it's going to be, offside. Oh, goal awarded. Oh, you don't see that too often, And Hannibal, that's his first goal of the season. Incredibly close, but we take it. You don't see the goal awarded too much. Thanks to Andre Mariner, though. Matic and now Van der Beek. Oh, we could have collected possession, but he saw Cavani was ahead. Now Edinson Cavani is going out wide. Can he have the technique just to turn around, find Sancho? He does. Van der Beek. To Telles. We're keeping possession well here. Not afraid to go back. Matic. Now Dalot. He's shown decent form this season. Yes, Hannibal. Really good finish. I mean, the finish was a good team goal. More specifically, that was there. But Dalot. Look at his play. Again, games like this when we know we are the stronger side, sometimes I'm like, how much do we take out of this? I feel when it's guys like Dalot and Hannibal doing something, that's when it's notable, especially Hannibal getting a brace. Like, because he's probably a similar level. He could probably get a loan to a championship team if you were loaning him out. If not, like maybe a relegation threatened Premier League side. So, yeah, this is not above his ability. So it's really good to see him doing well. Not where it's, something where it's redundant. You could, Cavani, good tackle. Might try him at the back. But that's good pressure, exactly what we want from him. Now Matic, Van der Beek. We can really just hold the possession off them pretty well. And here's Dalot. Cavani. That's a good chance, though. Telles whips it in. They actually have a chance to counter here. Are we going to prevent them? Oh, great interception by Van der Beek. Cavani, just deadly. Deadly stuff. Let's roll back the replay here. O'Shea got under a bit of pressure with Livermore. Terrible pass. And Cavani, nice little collect. Then he went with the shot. And it's 3-0. So recently, again, this is a different game. This is a different situation. Because you would have saw been smashing in goals lately. And that was almost another. Okay, got to be... See, I don't know if that's a bit of the beta of the gameplay, because I didn't really get that in FM21. Like, there's just like a little bit pausing. I guess, we'll see on the full game anyway, because everything runs pretty well generally. Now it's Greenwood. And that was neat, and that's probably going to be offside. Yeah, I can tell. I feel this has almost given us a whole game of highlights, and it hasn't even been a completed half yet. Almost don't need to see this. I could tell it was offside myself. Just want to see how close it was. Where's the line? Wait, was that given? We'll take it. It says it was a tight offside. They're giving us... Whew. But I like, that's kind of realistic, showing detailed... I'm glad they've upgraded that, though. Just not every single one, because that's what it felt like FM21. Everyone was just given as offside, so when it's awarded, it's just more realistic, opposed to just everyone being given as an offside. But to be fair, they were always there. Generally, they didn't look. You don't look. Oh no, that's onside. So then they didn't just call onsides offsides, but. Yeah, they've balanced the ones that are onside and they're just having another look at it. So that's all right, because you would rarely see those in FM21. Dominating here, we probably... out of anyone on the bench, these are all generally... You got De Gea, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, Fernandes, Ronaldo, Rashford, and Mbappe, all guys that are generally starting. So maybe Sancho now for... Rashford's still working on his sharpness, getting up. If you see that compared, it's not the thumbs up. It's gaining, opposed to where the others are sharp. So, and then Cristiano Ronaldo for Greenwood. Ronaldo's good. Yeah, we can put him like on the right, on the left, or striker when we need be. But Mbappe, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, no, not really, not really. We don't. It's a one where we don't need to make all the subs today. Sometimes that's the case. Could we get another one now here, though? It's Telles. Dangerous ball. Oh, and that was super close. So Telles, he is on a yellow, but Hannibal. Oh, that's a good run there by Hannibal. Can he be found? No. Snodgrass now. That was well found. Oh, this is actually a decent play by them, but they waste it. And a final sub, if anything, just to prevent a big injury for Dalot. Because right now, Diogo Dalot, he's rotating with Wan-Bissaka. So you don't want, even though he's not the starter, you don't want him to get injured. You need to balance it. That looks like it's going to be the game, though, even if West Brom create a final chance here. It's not going to mean much. It's not going to mean anything at all. We're still going to advance, apart from the fact them getting a consolation, and they miss it anyway. So it looks like that's going to be the game there. It was straightforward what we were expecting. So we just go in, say we're happy with the result and the way they played. Yep, and good to give some guys extra sharpness, and maybe someone like Hannibal, a good performance for a youngster. And there, actually, Man City needed penalties to beat Norwich. But Donny, impressive. Again, consider the opponents, but it's really good to keep his happiness levels up. So, yeah, right now, we're not completely disregarding, but he's playing his part in the team. We're rotating him in, starting him in some easier games. So you take a look look at his form recently. Look, starting against Southampton, we're actually, getting regular games, whether it be coming on or starting. That's actually more than he's doing in real life. So I'm still utilizing him just a bit. I feel he's like one attribute improving in each area to looking amazing. Like those 15s, if those 15s were 16s, I'll be going crazy about him. Like technique, passing, first touch. Like, I'd be, even his finishing for a midfielder is pretty good. 14, knows how to score. So, and then off the ball, vision. So he's really there. So if his form is good, if his morale is really good, man, that kind of type of player we should treat him as. Because obviously players, generally, especially if you got good form, not just him individually, but as a team, and if he's feeling happy, he's felt like he's part of the squad, he should be playing to that level. And Hannibal getting a record for quickest off the mark. So, his attributes be up and down at the moment, but I'm very intrigued to see how he develops, because if we go over here, his potential doesn't look the highest. But I think his attributes look alright for his age, for 18. And here we are, EFL Cup quarter-final, Carabao Cup, 8 teams left. Still a couple big teams in there. Yeah, there's big teams. There's Man City, Chelsea, and of course ourselves. Let's see who we draw. Aston Villa. So we avoid another big team, which was good. Chelsea, yep. Man City, and no, they don't draw each other. So Chelsea, Man City probably advancing as well. Do you like how I avoid Arsenal as a big side? Yeah. And McTominay actually top of training. McTominay there, 9.45. So we just praised him. He's training. I'm not sure. I feel like people don't want McTominay doing well and want him out of the team. So the fact he's progressing really well in my save, I just wonder, what does that mean? Like, I'm happy about it, sure. And the fact he's providing, pretty well. He's not going to get a high rating, like a high average rating come the end of the season, because he doesn't get goals and assists. So he's going to have steady, average rating. Like it's going to be good, like for his position as a ball winning midfield type. He's not going to get, he's not going to get 8s, but doesn't mean like when he gets that 7, he makes some tackles, win headers, and that allows us to get possession. Then we play it off to the other guys in the team. So just because he's not the best player in the team, it's not a bad thing. But if it's a case like real life and he's costing goals, that is an issue. Don't get me wrong. But I like to base everything on, the save we are playing. And we'll see it now in the fixtures. Yep, Man City 2-1. Liverpool, as you can see. Yeah, they're definitely winning their games. Now it's going to go over to us against Everton. Opposition instructions, apply them before the game. And once more, Ronaldo, I feel you've got, unless we're noticing, he's going down physically, but his natural fitness, 20. It should be that. If we look how we're starting there, Mbappe, Rashford, Fernandes, Sancho, what do we make of that? It's either Greenwood or Sancho start. Sancho doing really well in training. This is how we're going to go into it. What should be our attacking four, you guys think? And then maybe Matic out, and then we bring in McTominay, which we touched on about him. Pogba, we didn't bring everyone else in, so Van der Beek does not start this one before you get too excited. Van der Beek, probably for Hannibal now, so that's a very strong, balanced bench. Isn't it, though? Isn't it really good? So De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Varane, Shaw, McTominay, Pogba, Fernandes, Sancho, Rashford, and Mbappe. Sometimes we just sound them out to make sure anyone's 7 substitutes from a possible 9. You may as well, maybe, we'll put Hannibal in there, and maybe we're gonna sneak Tellers in. What if Luke Shaw gets injured? We will do that and head into the match. And looks like Everton, familiar names there. Let's head into the dressing room. Team talk. Yeah, you're going to see me sticking to this now, the media. That's just that's a motivating talk, and motivates players even on the bench, so that's a good sign. Yeah, that system they're playing now. Obviously, yeah, there's different versions of the kits. Gray, yeah, you can see he's got that Leverkusen background. But I remember, yeah, touching on that. It gives you an idea of all the newer players to the team as well. The new signing vibe. So early, though, encourage. No, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to hold off Luke Shaw. But I feel like each game, especially the ones that you've seen, we just start. It feels like our game, and now it's Sancho. Then it's Mbappe, then it falls like Fernandez. Exactly. 15th goal of the season. Like, honestly, I want him to keep going. I want him to, 30. I reckon he's got 40 in sights, though. And there's Sancho. He did his job really, really well. And Mbappe got a bit lucky. That was from a block. But I was happy with Sancho's work. Like, we should have no troubles with creating chances today. Well, not today, like this season. Like, scoring goals should not be our issue. Defense, we'll have to see about that. But it's solid enough for us to set up and then let chances fly. So Alan there is looking a bit unhappy. Let's see. This is an important highlight here, actually. If a goal happens either way, is really huge for the game. And look at that. I'm glad Rashford is back in the team. See, those, like the inside forwards get back as well. They have their midfield duties and defensive duties with that. Digne. Oh, no way. How are we not closer to that? He's got him wide enough. Oh, wow. After getting him out like that, like in terms of, push them wide, that's disappointing. That's disappointing they ended up scoring from it. But yeah, this position there just felt like, ooh, I felt Maguire didn't really go at that. How he should have anyway. And then Gray was open. And I did say, didn't I? That was important. So I'm going to say demand more. It's not very good. Everton, they got themselves in a decent position, but we've got a corner here, and it's Bruno Fernandes is creating as well, and almost went in. Was that the chance? It went so close. But maybe this is Wan-Bissaka, great ball. Maybe not. That's neat. Pogba. Beautiful. Not missing from there. Jadon Sancho. Yes. That's just before halftime, and we get the lead back. Take a look at a replay. Rashford. That was Luke Shaw. They just 1-2'd. And then Pogba. See, he just ran at him. Excellent. Well, there might be another to get a two-goal breather. Two-goal breather before halftime. Rashford turns. Bruno. Oh, and that was so close. And I feel we kind of would deserve that, to be fair. We'll take a lead. I'm not expecting one from the corner, but you never know. And that one goes across the face of goal. And that's going to be it, half-time. Pretty entertaining first half, though. And I'm glad there's new team talks. Like there's a bit fresher wording, isn't it? Which is pretty good, but of course there's some similar ones. And the good old get complacent, but yeah, it said things could still change. And I think it's worded better. I think, they added that last year, didn't they? I remember that one, but I'm glad they progress so many years of just saying don't get complacent. It sounds a bit better now, and it makes sense. Gets the lads focused. But yeah, what I'll say is, that's just the wording. It still depends how Sports Interactive had coded that in the game for how the players to react. You're like, sure, all of these, like if one sounds good to you, but how have they implemented in the game for the players to react? You know what I mean? They're not hearing those exact words as much as that's what's happening, but yeah, how are they? You know what I mean? How I'm hearing those specific words might be more positive than the players have been instructed to react to them. But we're going to take off McTominay and we're going to give Donny van der Beek a chance. And yeah, we got his default position and role in, more so his role in the team as a roaming playmaker. So even though, that's like two playmakers in central midfield, but they're, different roles. Because there's a deep lying playmaker, there's advanced playmaker, one of the better roles to get. He's so balanced in his roles, which I like though. But anyway, we're going to work with what is going all right for us so far. Mbappe, this is where we are going to bring on Cristiano Ronaldo. If we just really need to finish this off right now, we are going to go with that. Now, one more. One more sub to make now from this position. Marcus Rashford still making his way back from injury. And then Mason Greenwood. And we can switch sides. And again, Sancho is probably a little bit better as inside forward on the left, just for the fact of him cutting on his more preferred right. That's it. Even though Mason Greenwood is, like, he's either-footed. So do you think it's almost beneficial training him as a left winger as well, as an inside forward? So he's got so much years ahead of him, man. Very exciting. We'll still weigh up how everything goes. But there's a few players that really do have that long future. Bruno Fernandes. Setting up Luke Shaw. Greenwood. Oh, for a second, I thought that was going in. Honestly thought that was going in. But it's with only... No. I was just about to say it's only a 1-goal lead. We've made all our changes. And now... I mean, maybe we're due. Maybe we're due. For a result like this. Even though we got a loss. But what I feel like doing... And the fact it's probably the only option, because I don't want it to look a bit strange, I'm just going to go 3 up top. I would have liked to do that, but Sancho's really not. That makes it a little tricky. Especially Wan-Bissaka's not natural as a wingback. We're just going to have him play an attacking wingback role from this position here. And yeah, that's going to be the situation. Going to go a bit more direct, be more expressive, even higher tempo. Get some crosses in. And change Sancho, actually, to inside forward. Greenwood. I'll switch Greenwood with Ronaldo. Ronaldo definitely complete for... He's got a lot. Come on. Very attacking, actually. What changes that? Extremely high tempo, no. And we'll go through the middle. Switch it up a bit. Yeah, I just made those changes. Triggers a highlight instantly. Is it going to be enough to score, Greenwood? It is. It is. I'm just trying to, like, quietly... Yeah, I'm happy with my changes. Happy with the changes, because now, if we look how this actually presented itself, of course going more direct, but Greenwood through the middle. Very important. And then praise. I'm really happy with that decision. We didn't make a change, but went super close. We should play it out now. I'll be happy with actually how that did play, especially if we get another one here. Let's go, boys. Through the middle. Through the middle, we've got threats. Ronaldo, Wan-Bissaka. That's what's going to cost us. A poor pass. Poor pass. You should have just shot. Varane. Now, we dealt with it. I don't think a chance. Yeah, haven't had a chance yet. So a goal could still be coming either way. A very good chance could be for us. Because I don't think, anything in this highlight has been good enough yet. So it's Luke Shaw running through the middle. Luke Shaw, brilliant. Now Mason Greenwood, see how he just moves into the channel there. Oh, even if we're playing him through the middle. This is really good. Look, Maguire's bombing forward. And I feel we deserve the goal there. We weren't just holding on after we got that goal. Because the way we were playing made sure, we were creating something opposed to, sitting back, let Everton attack us. Ronaldo didn't do too much, but we could have easily not won that game. Made some changes and got the points. I'm glad we had a game like that where it's not just been straightforward. Like that you guys saw as well, the changes I had to make, opposed to just letting the boys do the magic. Yeah, we had to make a change there. I don't think we would have got that goal. But I tell you what, Chelsea dropping points quite often this season. Wolves beating them 3-0. Liverpool, Mane absolutely killing it again. Arsenal, Xhaka gets an early red card. It was always going to spell goals from then. Sitting comfortably top of the table after all teams that are in close enough vicinity. Yeah, like we've all played the same games. Arsenal's not done bad, admittedly. They're sitting 4th. But yeah, Liverpool got a big result against them today. And any Pogba fitness, I rested him. I rested him previously. Yeah, we gave him a rest against West Brom, so that wasn't enough. Does he need 2 rests in a row? Maybe. Surprise outcome at Molineux. Oh, yeah. Wolves beat Chelsea 3-0, we said. So McTominay now, he's just going to get that fine. Obviously, he's going to get a ban. And he accepts the fine, which is always good. Doesn't cause a fuss. So that's where we're going to leave this one here. And as an overall now, let's see the fixture. I think that, I was going to say we were due for a draw. But we stayed away from that. And we finished off the month pretty well. The only loss was West Ham, which you didn't see here. That was an off-camera loss away from home. It was disappointing, but I feel we were maybe FM'd in a little way because, playing pretty well away from home. I think we could have even got a result there, even snuck a draw, but wasn't meant to be. We really turned around with a couple games after that, and then the couple games you saw today in this episode as we will progress into November. And again, we don't really have any big, hard-hitting games up until Bayern again. And how's the Group C going? Yeah, so that is actually an important game. It's a pretty important game, or it could decide, out of us and Bayern who finishes, first and second. So I'm thinking we just play through November, then the first couple games of December. Just thinking Brentford away, Leeds, rivals, where we might end up doing, funnily, it happens like that sometimes. That's what I mean. Say, in an episode, we played Bayern and Leeds, and you saw, say, if you're watching a series, you don't want Man City, Arsenal played off camera. You want to see what happens there. So December might be a bit of a busy month as there's Liverpool as well. Let me know how you'd like to see that constructed in upload-wise. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. If you guys can leave a thumbs up on the video, greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the very next one.